So as it says, there will be no wood turning in this video at all, and hopefully I'll be able to get something out for the following week. We'll just have to wait and see how things go. Well, this is going to be another laser review, and it's going to be different because things didn't go very well. You're going to hear about everything that I didn't like, so make sure you stick around to the end. I do honest reviews. This is about as honest as I can get, and the laser pecker is aware of the problems, and they said tell whatever you want to tell about it because we know we have problems. So that said, I've got another bone I want to pick. I know people don't like laser reviews. You don't have to watch them. But what you don't have to do is get nasty and call me names. Okay, I can live with that. I'm a big boy. But there's a few people that have crossed the line. They decided they would bring my wife into this conversation. She's not part of this conversation, so please, she has nothing to do with this. Pick on me, leave her alone. All right, let's go ahead and get going. Probably a week before I injured my ankle, laser pecker got a hold of me. They asked if I'd like to try out the LX1, and this is the LX1 Max. It folds up, and I thought, well, the fact that it folds up, I have the perfect bench for it where it could go up against a wall. I could unfold it and use it, and it's actually kind of set up where it can be enclosed very easily. So this is folded up right now. It's 952 millimeters long, which is 37.5 inches. It is 196 millimeters tall, which is 7.5, and it'll stick out from the wall 94 millimeters, which is 3.7. I had that written down. I'd never remember it. The working area is 400 millimeters by 800 millimeters, which is 15 and about 3/4, 31.5. That's pretty big. I'll see if I can show you how it unfolds. We'll get it all set up, and I'll show you what came with it. So you just grab a hold of these legs like so, and I'll walk around and do that other one later, but this arm comes out here like this. And then you lock it here. Okay, that's it. Now you get your whole working window right there. I'll show you some of the accessories that come with it, and then I'll get this set up. And it also came with a cutting bed. I'll put that up here, and we'll go ahead and test it out. 2 lasers, and this is the 450 nanometer 20 watt, and that would be good for wood, and it'll be good for engraving and cutting. This one is I believe it's a 2 watt 1064 nanometer, and that will engrave other things like metal and acrylics and whatnot. This is what really interested me. This is called the Artist Module. So you can put a pen or a pencil in here, and you can draw with it. Looking forward to trying that. I don't have this all put together, but it also came with a rotary. It's got the platform, and it's the one where you can swivel the head. I'm going to go ahead and get the cutting bed on here, and we'll do some cutting. And we also want to see if we can draw a picture with this. So I'll be back shortly. So this was 1/2-inch cherry. It cut right through it with one pass, but it wasn't without problems. The only way that I could get it to do anything was to use my cell phone. I wanted to use my laptop. More problems coming up for the next engraving. It did successfully do this, I will give it that, but it shuts itself off. Once it does it, you got to turn it back on again. Kind of unusual. Alright, now we're doing a pretty good size engraving. It did a good job, but I had to do it. on my cell phone. I want to use my laptop. It will not work. Actually, when you use the laptop, there's something that's called an artboard. It says nothing on the artboard. You can't click it to do anything. I talked to Laserpecker. I looked in the groups. I could get no help whatsoever. There's a problem with the electronics in this machine, is what I was told. But it did a nice job. But for me, it's way too much work to try to get this. So that right now, that's where I stand. Kind of the same thing here with a little ceramic tile. I think it did a nice job. Again, I was stuck using my cell phone. For me, I'd like to see a bigger image where I could drag it around, center it better. Okay, we're going to go ahead and try the art module. Again, I had to use my cell phone to do it, and I wish that I could have used my laptop. You know, when I did this one, I didn't have it set quite right, so I missed a corner. It wasn't the machine's fault, that was my fault. I do it again later and it turns out nice. This is kind of special. This is an engraving for my grandson who is graduating from the same high school that I did many moons ago, Lincoln High School, and that's the Lincoln Cardinal. And again, I had to use my cell phone, and I sure wished I could have used my laptop, but that's the issue that I was having. It actually looks okay, but to me it's too much work. When it finishes, the machine shuts off. You have to start all over if you want to do another one. I don't really know the mechanics of it. I actually don't even want to know the mechanics of it now. Okay, this is the actual longest thing it'll do. I'll have to look what that is. It's 30 inches long. It will do a 30-inch long engraving, and again, I had to do it using my cell phone. They offered to send me the Bluetooth dongle. I couldn't get it to hook up either. It just never found it. It'll find Bluetooth on your phone, but it won't find it when you use the dongle on your laptop. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it does a nice job of the engraving. That's the artist pen. It did a nice job. Some more engraving. Looks pretty nice. But all that said, it's not without a lot of extra work just to make it happen. So that's my thoughts on it. I'm not very impressed with it. I would have a hard time recommending it. Look into it if you're interested, talk to them, but I don't recommend it myself. And this sign is pretty cool. Again, only with a cell phone. I did a little designing, and I like this to be my next segmented turning. At least that's the plan. So as soon as I can get back out in the shop, I think we'll go ahead and make this. So thanks for sticking around to the end, and until the next time, I'll see you later.